Madam President, power plants will start to shut down.
Which city? All of them.
Somewhere is the answer to how this all happened and how we fix it. Who are you?
Yorick.
Hey, Rory, how are you?
I'm good, Ben. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Congratulations on the show. I'll be honest, I've only seen the first 3 episodes because that's all Disney gave me, but it was enough for me to, pretty much guarantee I will watch the rest of the first season because I really enjoyed it.
Nice, man. Okay, good to hear.
I will get into your character and your acting and the show in general, but first I just want to give a moment of praise to Diane Lane because I have loved her acting for decades, and even though she's in massive movies and has been nominated for an Oscar, I still feel like she's that teeny little bit underappreciated, and it's great to see her get a platform here. So was your time with her, I just want you to spill adulation towards Diane Lane.
So, I mean, that's an awesome way to kick this off, and I would, it's with pleasure I can share adulation for Diane Lane. All of us can. She's just, she's one of the most generous performers I've ever worked with. She's fabulous. She's fabulous in this role, first of all. And it's nice. It's a real, I think our adaptation of the story, it's a real ensemble piece. And she's such a pillar of this ensemble and is so, obviously she's been doing this for a long time, and there's a kind of sense of being self-possessed and, at ease that comes with just years of experience. And Diane brought that and was a real, it was never lost on any of us how lucky we were to be employed during 2020 and 2021, given the state of the world. That said, it was a very unique time, and it was an unsettling time. And the crew, shout out to the crew who worked through a pandemic to make this show. And I think having Diane's steadfastness was a real beacon for everyone to look at, and was a real rallying, it really got us all to rally around, and I just have to share an anecdote, man. We were doing a scene, me and Diane, and I got a note. It's a scene in episode 3 when she kind of tells me, like, when we first kind of are chatting, when she's like, look, basically I'm saying, what happened to Dad? Have you spoken to Hero? All this, and the world is just collapsing around Yorick when he's realizing what's going on. And I got a note from our director. She said, Ben, I'd love you to lean in at this moment. Like, lean in and take Diane's hand. And I was like, okay, all right, I'll do that. And so the note was given to me. So we sit down, we start doing another take of the scene. And the beat right before I was told to lean in, Diane just breaks down. This was not how we had done the scene before. But Diane, just something happens and she just kind of breaks and gets very emotional. And immediately my first impulse, natural impulse, was just to lean in and take her hand and see if she's okay. And we did it, and we did the scene, and we cut. And we're like, great, cool, we got it, let's move on. And I realized, I'm going, oh my God, dude. She heard the note that was given to me, and she just gave me a reason to play that note organically and and I'm just like, that's what acting's about, man. Like, it was just one of the most generous moments when a fellow actor just like passes you the ball. It's just like, oh, hey, here's your moment. Here you go. And I was just like, dude, I'm going to take that with me. I'll take that with me down the road, because that was and it was one of my first days working with Diane. And I was like, oh, this is who we've got. Like, we're good. If this is number 1 on the call sheet, we are good.
I didn't think it was possible for me to love her anymore, and now you've just added to the pile of reasons why the world should love them.
Yeah.
I have to ask, because I am chatting to you from Ireland, and we were obviously very proud that Barry Keoghan had initially been signed up for the role. But when it comes to, because we know he dropped out and you took over, I'm curious as to situations like that. Is there any kind of sense of not necessarily passing the baton on, but is it like, is there a chat amongst someone you may have, not replaced exactly, but taken the role with someone else having passed on it, or whatever the reasoning might have been? Or is it just easier for you to have a clean break and just start from scratch for yourself?
For me, it's always easier to just have a clean break. I'm a fan of Barry's. I'm a big admirer of his. I think he's great. I don't know kind of what transpired, nor do I particularly. I kind of, as an actor, I'm kind of like, this business is so crazy, and you know, a lot of this stuff happens more often than we're aware of. And I kind of just, you know, you get the phone call that, oh, hey, you know, the showrunners, because I think the showrunners had kind of changed hands, and some of that, some pieces had been moved around there. And so for me, I was just kind of like, just keep my head down, do my job. And yeah, but that's kind of how it plays out for me. And it happens, you know, it's happened a few times where you just get a call, and it's like, oh, something happened with scheduling or this or that, and this role is back open. Do you want to come in for it? And you're just like, dude, totally. So yeah, but I remember I did a pilot for FX the year before, which was the same time that they were doing that Why the Last Man had gotten commissioned. And so I remember being aware of it and it being on my radar that like, oh, great, I can't wait to see this show when it gets made. And so it's just crazy how things all kind of play out. And yeah, but it's funny, you know, speaking of Irish performers, I just binged This Way Up with, is it Ashlyn B?
Yes. Yep.
Dude, have you seen it?
Yeah. I was just racking my brain there, but yes.
Yeah.
She's one of our favorites right now.
I mean, you guys are you got a good team over there in Ireland.
And one last question, Ben, if that's okay. From what you have filmed already, and again, I almost don't want you to spoil anything for me, but is there anything in the first season that you're particularly excited for viewers to see?
I mean, I have to say, I'm just so humbled, and it's weird when you can be like humbled but also proud of something at the same time. I'm so humbled to be amongst this cast and to be counted among the cast. I think everybody is so spectacular in this show, and I'm really, really just thrilled for people to see everyone's work, to see Diane in this show, to see Ashley in this show, to see Elliot Fletcher and Marin Ireland and Amber Tamblyn and Diana Bang, and everybody is just so spectacular in this show. So I'm very proud of the work everyone put in, because it really, you know, we all fed into each other, you know, starting with Diane. When the bar is set there and you show up to work every day to really throw yourself into it, you know, that sets the tone. And so I'm very inspired for people to see the work of the cast and also the work of the crew. Like, you know, like I said, people were showing up in, I mean, obviously we were very lucky to be employed. But it was intense for the crew to be rocking up to work throughout the circumstances that we had to work through. And everybody just did such phenomenal work, from like hair and makeup to the stunt team to the production designer. I'm just very proud of people I'm just proud to share the story. You know, I'm proud for people to see it. I'm proud of this one.
You should be, I think. From what I've seen, I think you absolutely should be. Thank you so much for your time today. Very excited to see what's coming forward, and hopefully season 2 is filmed under happier circumstances. And if we get to chat for season 2, looking forward to it.
I hope so, Rory. Thanks so much, man.
Take care.
They are hungry, angry, terrified.